It's a hot one in here. Um, we're in the box stand. I don't know, what's the tempo?
74 degrees.
74. In this, what feels like a sauna right now. Try to keep windows shut. Obviously, try to take scent control precautions, but I can only do so good. First set of the season, cameras show random deer movement about 6 o'clock in the evening, and then obviously it gets dark at 7:30, so not sure where they're even coming from this year. Farmers' fields are planted a little different than last year. Hopefully that'll help us as season goes on. Also, being the first set of the season's first sit in this box stand, which definitely less visibility than the tree stand, but hopefully help with the scent factor and movement. It's 4:15 right now, so got a couple, few hours to sit. Hopefully get a doe or something maybe to come through here and we can get her. Not too high hopes and wise of bucks, but if one comes out, might get lucky. I guess we'll see. It's October 6th, 5 to 5. Snuck out here after work. We had quite a bit of rain last night, and it's finally cooled down. It's 62 actually right now, which is, considering lately, pretty cool. Pretty calm out here. Overcast pretty much most of the day. Hopefully, I can maybe at least see some stuff moving. Don't have too high hopes. Trail cameras have been iffy, starting to pick up. Got a buck named Hines. He's got 7 on one side, 5 on the other, and then one that's wider. Other than that, everything's pretty mediocre right now based on the cameras here anyway. So, probably just gonna be, like I said, an observation sit. Maybe I can see what the deer are doing. Being next weekend is the youth season, which we'll have Sawyer out for that. Not sure where we're gonna take them. Kind of depends what the cameras show for the next week, and maybe what I see tonight. That being said, we'll see what happens. I scrambled out here again after work. The main reason I want to be out here tonight is the neighbors actually took off their bean field, which was pretty much the closest bean field around. Last night I watched a couple bucks way in the back, looked like decent bucks, and there's some mollies in that bean field. So I'm kind of interested to see what comes out and hangs out in there now that the beans are gone. Like I said, it's probably going to be another observation sit. But I figured I we should try to get out here. It's like 62 out again, so it's a little warm. But there's a little stronger wind tonight than there was yesterday. So hopefully that'll help. But I don't know, we'll just have to hang tight. about 60 degrees. Last night was a eventful night. I had deer all around me during a lot of daylight. Little spiker, does, fawns, yearlings, about everything, pretty much 360 all the way around me. Then right at last light, about 100 yards out in our center plot there was a young 8-pointer and another small buck, but they obviously came in too late, and they, with these beans off now, it's been the second day with the beans off. I'm still hoping that maybe that will push them even more to come into here. So I figured I gotta try to get out here, so I came out after work. It's about 5 o'clock again. That's when I got out last night. And it was about 10 after 6 when I saw the first deer coming out. So hopefully that stays true, and maybe we'll see some more antlers tonight. That being said, I'll keep you guys up to date. Small fawn. Not sure why they're running. I don't either.
Nice Billy apple. The wind's blowing down.
Alright guys, it is October 10th, the Friday before the youth weekend here in Wisconsin. Back in the stand and on the co-worker's place again. Got a couple really nice deer on camera in this area. So, not sure what to expect. Last time I sat here, my camera died on me. I had a donut fawn at 10 yards right at last light. They passed through. So I don't have any footage of those two, but I had those guys come through when I sat in this exact spot. Hopefully, something will happen. Get to at least see some deer, maybe. So if I see anything, I'll just pick up the camera and start rolling. It's Thursday, October 16th. It's my first sit up here on the bluff. First time sitting in this stand as we put it up. It's a 5x5 box stand. It overlooks a water hole where a couple waterways kind of fill into it. And then we have one of our mock scrape posts out there. This is our heaviest hit scrape post so far this year. Pretty active on it. Most nighttime stuff. There has been some bucks come in right at last light. One particular one, he's an 11. We named Dino. It's the one that we tried to get my younger brother Sawyer on during the youth hunt. He was coming here right at last light, but the past handful of nights he has changed up his pattern. But like I said, I just felt like it was a good night to get out. It's been raining most of the day. It's overcast. Hopefully something might at least come through here. I can see something to watch. Maybe get some footage. Fingers crossed. It's October 18th. Finally got out here and set up. First sit in this plot this year for me. The cameras in here have been pretty dead. Hopefully they're just not going in front of the cameras. The cameras aren't working. Hopefully tonight will tell me if I can lay eyes on something.
I apologize. Like always, I never managed to get any footage. This evening was kind of a quick get out and go type evening. It's Tuesday, October 21st. Got in on a coworker's place. He's got 2 big deer in there. I'll keep them, I guess, until hopefully the one that we're going to go look for is one of the 2. Kind of, wrecking this whole intro, but I didn't. It was really windy, like 18-mile-an-hour gust of 35. It was rainy, misty. Like I said, it was one of them sits where I didn't even want to bring my good camera out. I didn't want to wreck it with the rain and shit. So all I had was my GoPro, but it wouldn't have even cut it because I had it on a branch and having my bow. But this buck came in at about 6:20, right underneath my stand, walked perfectly out. I got up, I grabbed my bow, didn't even notice anything. He was quartered away pretty hard, so I pounded about center of his body, so then it would pretty much nail him in the opposite shoulder, maybe, So like I said, I shot him, didn't pass through, looks like a really good shot. He took off running. I could watch my loom knock for quite a ways. He was struggling to run. He was crashing a little bit, and I think I know where he went down. At least that's where I lost sight of loom knock, and at that point, he was kind of like doing the kind of stagger type of thing. So I think I know right where he is. And if it's the buck that I think it is, he's a really nice buck. Like I said, I didn't get the shot on camera. I apologize for that. I got to do better at that. Hopefully I can get some more videos out there. Filming other people, or, just gets me down to myself. That's one thing I got to get better at. But needless to say, I will hopefully bring you guys along on the track job. Hopefully we can cover this thing and admire it.
Bear never did it this way.
No. Probably right here. Yeah, kind of right here. This spring, you gotta back out. Gotta take it. Here's your light.